Hey guys.
We're on a parking lot because we're watching the sunset. Here, I'll show you the view. Wait, what the heck? Wow.
We're doing a social distance YouTube video because we're respecting the laws. Mask on.
This coronavirus is not a joke. We're gathered here today to tell you, answer some questions that the fans.
We're basically gonna give you some advice for freshman year, and we're gonna take in consideration that this year might not be like a typical year, and we just want to help you as best as we can. Hi, my name is Chloe. I go to NYU.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I go to UCLA.
You want to do this?
Hi, I'm Maggie. I go to Carnegie Mellon.
Hello, I'm Helen. I go to MIT.
And here's Nat.
She goes to Vanderbilt. The first question is, what is your most embarrassing college experience?
So obviously, what's actually embarrassing, I'm not gonna share because
This is a family channel.
this is a family channel. Something that was really embarrassing was like on my second week of school, I was going into this building and I was on my period and it was so heavy. And I was with my friend that I just made, so I wanted to make a good impression, right? And then I was walking up the stairs and then all of a sudden this huge, massive clump just fell out of my pants and onto the stairs in front of and this girl saw, and I obviously couldn't move because there was blood dripping down my thighs, and it was the second week of college.
Guys, let's spell out a letter.
D.
No, Max, that's not a W.
Is this S? How do I make a W?
I don't know, but...
Or is it this one?
No,
This one?
No, Sandy, like that. Like that.
No. Look at my bowl, guys. Yum.
Wait, what does WAP stand for? I don't know.
Wet ass push. The next question is, what do you wish you knew before you went to college? What I wish I did was okay, when you go into college, I know you want to reconstruct your whole identity and everything, but in reality, just be yourself.
Honestly, good.
Advice I would give myself in college is just to be more spontaneous and do more things, especially with coronavirus. We were sent home early and we didn't get to do a lot of the things we wish we had, so just knowing that to take every opportunity and to seize the moment.
Seize the moment.
Big facts.
I feel like when I went to college, I was oh my god, I have to be so cool, but in reality, no one really cares. And also when I look back at myself doing stuff like that, it's so cringy.
I wish that I didn't psych myself out so much with or be so nervous beforehand with trying to see if I would find the right people.
Yeah.
If I was just hearing from everybody just oh my god, it's stressful and it's scary. But I think you make the most of it, and as Maggie said, if you just be yourself, the people that are like you will come to you, it'll work out.
In the beginning, I would just be psyched out when I see people hanging out on Instagram from my grade, before college started, because I'm I'm not gonna have any friends. Just not realizing that college doesn't have a social hierarchy and it doesn't matter. People on Instagram aren't who they are in real life, and just making sure that you make friends with people who you really vibe with and who will really be there for you, because you don't have parents, you don't have people that you know. So it's really important to have people that will have your back, even just knowing them for a short amount of time.
What I wish I had known was just stop caring so much about what other people think, because I feel I went in being I don't know all these people, so anything I do could shape their perception of me. All these people posting on Instagram or whatever, but people in your grade is oh my god, everybody already has their friends before we even go in. So then you feel kind of nervous reaching out to people, but I wish I hadn't felt that nervous, because I wish I'd known that even if people seem they've had friends, they've already made friends on Instagram, everybody's still looking for their people and looking for friends that they can vibe with. So it's just important to reach out to anybody you feel you kind of click with.
People forget everyone in the school is trying to find friends too, so you're gonna find people. And also just yeah, as H said, I wish I didn't put that much pressure on like making that first impression and like being like, oh, I need to be the perfect person to present. Everyone's gonna judge me and no one's gonna be my friend.
College is really different from high school, and so like making friendships, you have to be like really proactive. Like it's not, especially like a really big school, like it's not like you're gonna see that girl you met and like really click with like in the hallways. Just like reach out to people that you like and don't be like scared of that.
So next question is, what was your biggest challenge as a freshman?
At NYU, there's not like a big sense of community. There are clubs, but like it's not like everybody does one thing or another. Like there's not something where you can meet a lot of people. So that was a challenge for me, just being able to find people to become friends with. But aside from friendships, I think like also just learning to build and manage my own schedule. Because like, hey Maggie.
What? Oh, sorry.
In high school, like your schedule is kind of laid out for you. Like I would have activities at certain times, and like I would be sent to school. Like it would be kind of like my parents would be very involved in my schedule just because I would have to like rely on them. Like I would have a curfew and things like that. So I think just like learning to manage my own life, including like social activities, school activities, and like finding the balance between social and academic life is important.
I definitely agree with that. I think that's the hardest part, is like you're in a new environment, so like at first all you want to do is like be a part of the social stuff, but then you also have to like keep track of school and like doing activities that you care about. College school is just like completely different from high school. Like you have a way more free time on your hands, so it's more like figuring out what to do in that free time and making sure you're like really proactive with schoolwork in the free time so you have time to do fun stuff. I definitely struggled with this. Like I had a lot of free time and then I just like slack off until the very end. But like if you're really proactive and like do your work and like set this time that I'm gonna do my work, then you can have fun.
I think I was the opposite of Sandy, where like I had so much design work to do every single day, and then like I had to figure out how to also balance a social life without like dying of academic work. So yeah, that's definitely still something I have to figure out though.
My school is kind of like, there's a bunch of small communities-ish, like people are really tight with their living communities and stuff like that. So it's pretty segregated in my opinion. And I wanted to try to meet like as many different people as I could, but it was hard to do that because I was like, because there are just like such set social circles basically. Like I came in with my field hockey team, and then I had my dorm, which was like mostly the athletes, and then like with my sorority too, a lot of the athletes are in Greek life, so it's basically like the same types of people over and over again. And I feel like I still haven't met that many people in other circles. One challenge for me to overcome, I guess, is to like start trying to put myself out there, like start doing more activities that are like unconventional where I can meet different types of people.
Going into the next school year, what are your, I guess, plans, goals, or whatever? Every time H goes, I have to chew so quietly so you guys don't hear me chew on the side.
So originally, my plan for like second semester was to like meet more people, you know, branch out, but then that got cut off because of Corona. And it's kind of hard to do too in the fall with like everything being online. But I feel like it's still possible because everybody's still trying to like make the community connected in this time where we're all online. It's like it still is possible to meet new types of people, and it might actually be easier that way because your only barrier is just like internet, as opposed to you would have to like physically go places. So my goal is just to like meet more types of people and also reach out to the people I already know more.
My goals are like kind of this, like basically this, wait, I'll just wait for this train. Choo choo! My goals are like the same as H, but I think like right now with like coronavirus and stuff, don't want to like put too much pressure on myself with like a bunch of goals and stuff because I don't even know what's gonna happen. But right now, I'm just gonna focus on my schoolwork and also try and survive living in an apartment.
Yeah, like because of Corona, it's kind of very unexpected. Like I was expecting to have another year in the dorms, getting like the amazing dining hall food.
Oh, amazing!
Yes, like learn how to adult and like cook for myself. So my goals are just to like stay on top of work while doing that. And also like since there's gonna be like less, I guess, like quote unquote social life stuff, my goals are like to do like trips on the weekend, so like manage my work during the week and then like do cool stuff on the weekend. Do the schoolwork, grind during the week, and have really fun weekends. That's my goal.
You're so right. Only facts, no emotion.
That was so beautiful.
What about that story about the 40 minutes?
Oh, another goal of mine is to not catch corona. I swear, if I catch corona, like,
That was what I was gonna say.
I just can't. I refuse.
My primary goal is to not get corona.
Yo.
Slow clap.
I want to learn how to properly adult and take responsibility of the more like technical elements of my life, like cooking and laundry and like bills and stuff like that. I think my goals are not, I don't want to make my goals too lofty just because I don't know what I expect. I just want to like make the best out of my situation, make the best out of like my living situation, like take advantage of what I can with New York City. High school or college on 3, 2, 1.
College. And Helen said college too.
Helen said, I love high school.
Helen
President.
Helen was valedictorian and never wants to leave
Helen
high
was
school.
like, I was the president and the valedictorian.
Yeah, ma'am.
No peeking in high school for life with Mag. Like ever.
High school was the woat of all time. The independence is so great. The people you meet are so cool.
And you like meet people with like similar or like it's really interesting to like meet people with similar and different interests to you, because it's like, I don't know, just meeting people from like all over outside of like your little bubble that you grew up in.
Leaving the school that you literally spent like 12 years with people is just so refreshing. Like,
oh yeah, it's really like the change.
Yeah, like the change, like.
I mean, I feel like so many parts of high school are so toxic because like you worry too much about the little things. Like you worry about like who's popular, who's not, like what people are wearing, what people are doing. You worry about other people way more than you worry about yourself, and in college that kind of switches.
There are still cliques, but I feel like there's like so many other people that you just, it's like not even
like
a primary factor in college.
Yeah.
Also, like we all go to like relatively like bigger schools, so
What?
okay, whatever, bigger than high school. So what I learned is that like everybody's not in each other's business as much.
Yeah.
Like no, everyone obviously doesn't know everyone that you know, especially like at me and Chloe's schools. So like it's just like that aspect of like the toxicity of high school isn't there, because like you're just like in your own world with your own friends. And
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like there's also like no competition because like everyone is on a different path. Like in high school, it was like everyone was.
Nah, bro, I feel competition every day.
It definitely depends on your program and like your school.
Where you go,
But personally, there's no like, there's like a genuine, like an interest in learning and like, because not everybody's on the same path. Like not everyone has the same goals. So like you're not competing against each other. You're not worried about like beating other people. Which
I definitely still feel that competition, so definitely not chilling like them.
depends where you go.
Yeah, depends where you go, what program you do. Okay, final conclusions is that college is way better than high school.
college rocks my socks.
If you miss high school, I feel bad for you.
If you peaked in high school,
I feel bad for you. I know there's some people out there that are like, I miss my high school life. Like, I love my high school friends. I'm here with them. But that doesn't mean that college isn't better.
final conclusions is that
Didn't we say final conclusion like 20 times?
Final conclusion is that at college, do not be scared. You will meet the nicest people ever, and they will all be passionate about what they're doing.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
We got our classic Oreo with,
Coffee with Oreo.
Oreo.